Oh, okay.
She done been to all my shows.
Okay. I didn't know if I had
So she know.
Okay, I know if I need to be the human beeper. Beep, bleep, bleep.
The one that talked to her, she had no filter. That's why she asked me. Oh, that rule number one.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Got you.
That rule number one right there.
Oh, we live. Okay. Hey, this video is very explicit. Y'all make sure y'all go watch it.
It is. Go watch it.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Dude.
Okay.
Come take flight.
To where?
To Hennyland. You like this song? You ain't stopping yet.
Yo, it's your boy SB High Star. We here on the HTG podcast where anything goes. We got a full house today. Just want to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, the air conditioner is on, but it might get a little hot in here. We got a little extra production crew in here, which I love it. It's all good.
A lot of lights.
A lot of lights. Who we got in the building?
Your one and only, gorgeously red.
Killer K checking in.
Killer K checking in.
I deleted it.
Marley. Not your baby mama.
Not your baby
But
mama.
might be with your baby mama. Lance in the building. Got the Silent Assassins. Got a beautiful mother in the building.
Yeah, shout out to my dude.
Shout out to her. Y'all already know what time it is. Hey, we got 3 special guests in the building on the HTG podcast when anything goes. Would y'all like to introduce yourself to the people?
Yes. Ladies go first.
always.
Well, I am A.J.A, a singer.
Singer?
Yes.
And I'm Flare Huncho, producer.
All right, and I'm shot by Ricki, also known as Ricki, former producer, engineer, currently videographer.
Okay. We got all the aspects of the game in the building
We
today.
got the plug. We got the whole plug in here.
God damn, we about to do a production. What we doing?
I know.
Hey, man, I'm about to make a movie
Video
for
shoot.
real.
So.
Always. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming to the HTG podcast. You feel me? Where anything goes, we're going to get straight to it, man. So I'm going to let y'all know we got 5 rules on this podcast. First rule is to be yourself. Second rule is to have fun. And rule 3, 4, 5 is drink. So we're going to take a shot for the podcast right now.
Shots up.
One of many, baby.
Salute.
Yeah, I'm on a 4-shot maximum today. Last night it got a little eggy.
You just took 4 shots before we started, so you done.
Night was a little rough.
Yeah, last night was rough. But we're gonna get to it, man. Like, so basically I need to figure out who y'all is. You know, whoever wanna go first, you know, tell me a little bit about yourself, where you from, what you represent, things of that nature.
Ladies first.
Okay, I thought I was gonna be first introducing myself. Okay, so like I said, I'm A.J.A. I am thank you, girl. Get the right queen. I am a recording artist. I am from Emmett, South Carolina. I graduated from Clemson University. Go Tigers.
All right.
And I started this music thing when I was a senior in college, and I've just been going ever since.
Okay. Clemson, go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Yeah.
Roll Tide.
I'm a tiger, but it's not Clemson. Southside.
What's all about? It's all you.
I got the floor, all right. I'm Flare. I'm from Taylor's. Greenville. But yeah, I'm a producer. I've been producing for some years. I done did a lot of shit. But yeah, we got a lot of things going on right now. But yeah.
That's what's up. Oh, we gonna dig into it. My boy, what's good? Where you from?
All right, so shot by Ricki, originally born in Madisonville, Kentucky, but I've been living in Greenville for basically all my life, last 20 years. Started out producing, engineering back in high school, up until about 2 years ago. Picked up the camera, been shooting videos ever since, so it's been taking off.
Okay. That sounds like you're playing okay. So I got somebody that can shoot me a video. Mm-hmm. I got somebody that can make me a beat. Mm-hmm. Then I got me a beautiful young lady. I can get her to sing the hook. Mm-hmm. I got my 2 background dancers. I'm ready. Let's get I'm in album mode now. I'm about to start writing tonight. We about to get right to it.
We not the background dancers.
I got a girl in the background. You seen that video twerking? I got one for you. You know what I'm saying? I got one for you. It's gonna be extra, way over. Shout out my boy Ricki, cake video. You did. That thing doing numbers right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. So we gonna get to it, man. When you first started doing the producing thing?
Man, I started doing it. Well, really, I've been tapping into it when I was legit. I was like 14 when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with a keyboard before I started at the studio. But and later on, you know, I just ended up tapping in with folks around the city. I ended up hitting up Nipsey out of the blue. He was just asking for beats, and I just took my shot. I had like 3 beats in my name at that time. He ended up hopping on the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just like, that's when I knew like this is what I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
So the late great Nip hopped on one of your beats.
Oh God,
Yeah,
that's a great feeling.
That's my boy right there, man.
Shout out to
Hey,
them.
bless.
Right.
I like that. I like that. Hey, listen, I ain't know where to get it. You know what I'm saying? I knew, you know what I'm saying, stars around, but I ain't know that. Hey, you done touched the hustle, but I fuck with, you know, the marathon continues around here.
Right.
Okay. So like, so what age you? Well, you said jit, so that was young.
Yeah, I was young.
You know, and you said something about FL Fruity Loop.
Yeah, that was like the second thing I started using. Like I started with the Yamaha motif and a cop. Yeah, MPC. But yeah, that's when I started.
Okay, got it.
I hit that there.
That John singing so hard.
Yeah.
Fruity Loop sing so hard because you had to pick the little thing. You know what I'm saying? Drop it everywhere. The only beat I made was on the table, lunchroom table. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one I made. Boom, boom, bap type stuff. Boom, boom, bap. So, bro, what's up? You said you started out, you said you were an engineer?
Yeah, I started off as an engineer, but originally I tried to be a DJ. Didn't really work out too good because I just couldn't do the pressure part of it. So I started engineering, and then when I met Rick Flare in high school, we went to the same high school together. So we actually ended up linking up, and I actually put him on Fruity Loops. He was doing beats the crazy way. I'm talking about how to record every instrument, track it all out on the keyboard. It was just some crazy stuff. So me and him started linking up, doing, you know, Fruity Loops, making beats together through Fruity Loops and stuff like that, and shoot. And next time I know, we just started taking off with it. Started producing beats for everybody in high school, doing music with everybody in the city when we graduated. So it just went up from there. And then I had producer's block, and so I took a break from making beats, and I just picked up the camera randomly and just went off that way. So that was really, yeah.
The camera made you some money, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was really my calling, I guess, because I was having a hard time, you know, being original with some beats and stuff. So I just kind of took a break, and camera, like I always knew I wanted to do something with music, but I didn't know what. So that's why I touched so many different bases of it. So yeah.
And how long you been doing videos?
Videos like 15, 16 months.
How many videos in on?
Well over 150, 160.
That's a grind.
Yeah, I've been grinding.
That's a grind.
When COVID happened, like we was really the only ones really grinding. Put a lot of other videographers back because it was taking a lot of breaks and stuff. People wasn't popping out, but we were popping out. We was the only one doing it, really.
You put your mask on and go.
Yeah. We was the only one. We were really the only one in the city of Anderson too. That's why we really popped off from first. Yeah, Anderson first, and then we slid on back to Greenville, Spartanburg.
Okay. What high school y'all went to?
Riverside.
Riverside.
Okay, Riverside.
Eagles.
Warriors.
Okay. Yeah, East Side. What East Side?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the mascot of these.
East side is what?
The Eagles.
Eagles, okay.
Yeah.
East side, Eagles.
Miss in South Carolina.
What's up?
What's up? What high school you went to?
I went to Chapman High School, home of the Panthers, so you don't have to figure it out.
We beat Chapman. We played against Chapman. We beat them.
Who?
Yeah, we beat Chapman.
That's fine.
Step
Y'all probably
center.
did. But y'all can't beat us now, though.
Oh, I don't even. Well, man, that's a closed chapter in my life. That's a closed chapter in my life. We like to regurgitate our high school memories, and we was talking about this last week with a guy named Hustle Boy, and yeah, he went to Grill, so you can imagine what their football team was like. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never played them, but definitely that. So you say Chapman. Was you a cheerleader?
I was a cheerleader.
Okay.
I was competitive cheerleader.
Okay, my little sister into competitive cheerleading.
It is a sport. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I came home with plenty of broken, like bruised up faces and all that kind of stuff. People falling over.
So you was when you was in high school, you weren't singing in the mirror? Because you said you waited all the way to your senior in college?
Yeah, that's when I started recording, but I've been singing all my life, like singing in church.
Oh, church.
I started off in church. So yeah, I was in chorus, like from elementary school up through high school. I was in honors course and all that stuff. So I've been singing forever, but I didn't start taking it seriously until my senior year of high school. And that was just because the producer hit me up. He's like, hey, you should record music. And I was like, sure.
Okay. Just follow your lap.
Yeah, I was like, let's do it. So.
You have anyone else in your family that does music?
Oh, well, I'm the only one that does music, but everybody in my family pretty much sings. So, like, I can say my mama, my daddy, my grandpa, like, I come from a very musical family. So, it's just in my blood. I'm the only one that was like, God darn, this is what I'm going to do.
You gonna do it, yep.
I feel you on that. Flare Huncho. So, your name, I always call people by their Instagram name. So, it's Gutter on Instagram.
Yeah, like all my friends.
They know you as Gutter. Okay, where Flare Huncho come from?
Man, it's a long story, bro.
Hey, you can make it a little short, you know what I'm saying? You know
I'll chop it down for you, but yeah.
Don't say you used to wrestle.
Nah.
You stupid, boy.
But my pops had came up with that first. Like he was like, y'all need to make a production like group, like catches for. I was like, what you think? He was like, Ric Flair was popular. Ain't nobody better than Ric Flair. It was like, I was like, you right. I was like, so we just rock with, me and Trey had rock with Ric Flair. And I ended up taking on, like he said, he ended up just like stop doing the beats and shit. So I just said, let me go ahead and take Ric Flair. I just added the Huncho at the end. And that was just that.
Ric Flair Huncho. I like that though. And then Huncho, everybody don't know the Huncho is the top dog, you feel me? So
Big
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that. So tell me, so with the producing and making beats and things in that, do you only just make the beats for artists, or do you make them and then you in the studio with them, and you know how to do you engineer play stuff like that too?
Engineering, like I don't do that. Like in the very beginning, before I met Ricki, I had ended up recording other folks at my pop's house. He had his own studio.
Okay.
But that was on some old school shit. I don't lost all that knowledge. I don't even know nothing about that. But yeah, I was now I just cook up beats. I have it ready for folks, and I give it to them. But some folks, like when the chemistry is there, it's just like magic. I just end up just making fire shit on spot.
Chemistry there.
Yeah.
They really is.
I'm trying to tell you.
The chemistry definitely everything.
Especially easy to work with.
Yeah, I would hate to be in the studio with an artist and like, bro, you want me to play 100 beats for you? And then go back to the first. Well, I really like the first. After you did 100, then you want to go to the first one. Like, yeah, that's the one I want.
They be like it's a candy store. Like, bro, like, come on now, like, work with me. You know what I'm saying?
So is that one of the worst parts that you hate of making beats?
I hate when they just scroll through it. Nah, like, can you see me another pack? Or, no, I want this type. Like they be like wanting me to be like another producer. Like, no, I'm me.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, get my style. Like, that's why I'm who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I know that can be a complicated thing.
That makes sense. I like it. What type of producer you like working with?
See, I don't know. I'm pretty simple, I guess.
Yeah.
If I like the beat, I guess I like organic work. So like we go in there, we create things ourselves, or I'll just say like what kind of instrumentation I want in the beat. So yeah, I like organic work. Just we get there, we vibe, and we like make some magic happen from the ground up. Okay. But there are some beats where I'm like, okay, I like guitar, like things with guitars. It depends on how I'm feeling, because I like real lit songs sometimes, and I might want like a ballad. So a ballad don't need a whole bunch of 808. So I guess it's more so what am I working on, and I can tell the producer what I'm working on, and then we work from there. So it's not like you said, sending a whole bunch of beats, and it's like that's not even what lane I'm trying to be in. So more so telling the producer what kind of song I'm trying to make, like whether it's a lit song, a ballad, or something like that, and we just go from there. So it saves a lot of time.
Okay.
What you need in the studio with you? Like you got your candles, bottle of water. What's your vibe?
So I'm like, I'm the studio actually scares the heck out of me. Like, to me, that's the scariest part about the music thing. Performing, that's my lane. So for me, I don't really like a lot of people. I like low lights. I definitely want some water so my voice ain't dry. And that's really it. Like, I like just me and the producer, just me and like a few select other people, so I'm not nervous. Cause I don't know why. Like, I just be nervous at the studio. That's like the most intimidating part of all of this is recording at the studio for whatever reason.
So is it good to already know, like, when you requesting for a beat, is it good to know if you want a fast beat? I already know out here you want a fast beat, slow beat, like how you want it, so you know what you need to do for it be better for them to pick.
Yeah, a lot of times like I already listen to the music and I already get like a feel like how they coming. So I just go back to the stage and just like find what fits them. Like, but it be my style.
Your style, got you. Yeah. But sometimes they don't want to roll with your style.
Sometimes, some people it's very difficult to work with. But like when I was working with Scully, like, I don't know, it just like, I don't know, it's like peanut butter and jelly just go together. Like every time you get on, it just like, it hit.
Yeah.
Every time, it can't even mix.
Y'all mesh well.
That's probably the best part of the project, when you have somebody that you can mesh with.
Yeah, I mean,
because when you get all the people that's being complicated, then the frustration starts, and then you bumping heads.
So Ricki, how it is with you recording? Like, do you, when you come in to do a video, you already have your vision, or do you kind of mix with the artist to see
most people is really paying for what's called running guns. So that's like my bottom package. So basically, they do most of the leg work. I just come and just shoot it, on the spot and just kind of come up on the go kind of thing. But I've had a lot of my most recent projects, like the one Scully Burning Bridges, Guap Sosa, his intro song that I just did for him. Those was like some treatments that we did. So those were a little bit more planned out. I've scoped out some locations, got the lighting really right for them and stuff like that. So it all just depends on what the artist's budget is and stuff like that. So. Right. I work with artists a lot of times. Like sometimes I help them a little bit with the treatment, but they'll do the leg work on getting all the props and the models and stuff like that. That way they save themselves, for their on their budget and stuff, to use that budget for something else maybe. So, but yeah.
Hey, we're being that field of work, man. I know you got different cameras. What you like to shoot your videos with?
It all depends on the feel I'm going for, but I shoot very cinematically, so I use a cinema camera. So I'm using a Blackmagic. So it don't take pictures. That's the best thing I like about it. So people ask me to take photos of them, do a photo shoot. I don't do photo shoots with that camera. It don't take pictures at all. It's just straight recording only. You can't even delete the videos out the camera. Like, you have to put it on a computer and everything. So, but it has a softer touch to it, so it gives me that cinematic look that I look for a lot of times. But when I travel and stuff like that, I'll pull out the Sony on those shoots, and then. It also depends on what kind of situation I may be in. Sony may work a little bit better, certain lighting and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's the Blackmagic that I use. Yeah.
That's some good knowledge right there.
Yeah.
He gonna be looking for Blackmagic tomorrow.
I want a cinematic look. You know what I'm saying?
He like, I found Blackmagic.
Texting everybody. Yep.
I got it.
Got something new for you. So tell me, what's like? Okay, let's say somebody want to shoot I don't know what your package will start, so I hope these numbers don't insult you, but I'm just thinking about my mind right now. If somebody want to shoot like a $10,000 video with a $1,500 budget, it just don't make sense.
No, they're gonna have to know a lot of people.
Yeah.
To get it. Like I get a lot of people say, they send me like the baby videos. I'm like, I want a video like the baby. I'm like, you got the baby budget.
Yeah.
So right now, like, to get actors and do the choreography part of it, and get the location, like, it costs, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just find 50 people willing to go out here and dress up as zombies running around. Like, people want to get paid for it. You gotta find a makeup artist to do 50 people's faces. Like, it's a lot. You gotta get the uniform. So. One guy I worked with, Midnight in Yami, he's actually kind of popping right now. He's more in the alternative scene. He got a really great fan base. He knows a lot of people, so he knows a lot of people that does like makeup. They're already kind of into the stuff that he looks for in his videos. So it's nothing for him to reach out to his friends to get like those kind of people. So his his video is automatically going to look elevated just because he got a lot of connections in that in his genre. Mm-hmm. So he can pull a lot of things that some artists probably can't. So it all depends on the artist. So and again, their budget. So $1,500, you ain't getting the baby type video. You just probably gonna get like a really nice treatment plan. You probably get some models and some locations. That's about it.
I'm trying to figure out how you have a $1,500 the budget, then you want a $10,000.
That happens all the time.
Boy, I gonna have the baby, but have a newborn.
They will try.
You have a preview. You had a newborn pack. You had preview.
I would be surprised.
You probably be going back and forth because they trying to negotiate with you.
They trying to negotiate prices and stuff like that. So that's why I break it down to them.
I want to negotiate.
I'm telling like this is my base fee. But I try to get you everything. Even if I try to get you everything else at cost without charging you for my time to find it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could probably get into that budget, but even then, it's hard. Like, especially in the upstate, there's not a lot of stuff that caters to, film and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like Atlanta got film studios, so it's easy to go down there and pay, $200 to get like a jail cell or a hospital room or something crazy exquisite you may want in your video. Mm-hmm. $200, you're in there. Here, you gotta know somebody to probably let you do that.
Yeah,
and that's really not that accessible. So it all depends. So.
I feel you on that. So like I said, we got 3 key parts in here at all times. So like, can y'all take individually? Let's say obviously you the artist, this the producer, this the videographer. Tell me what a phone call would be like to him explaining something like, hey, heard you got this, I listened to some of your music, this is what I want because this is what I'm trying to do. And then tell me how you would respond to her. She calling you for some beats, and then let's say they create this type of vibe that they get right here. What would be your treatment for the video? I'm making y'all role play and shit.
Sing, okay. All right. Hey, yo, Flare Huncho, what's up?
Okay.
So this A.J.A, I had this really, really dope idea. Can we get in the studio? I really want like a nice guitar type feel beat, but add your flair on there. I want to talk about like life. I don't want a love song. I want something that's talking about life and just everything that I've overcome. Can you help me make something like a movement piece?
I can definitely get some studio time.
Okay.
And we can definitely vibe out. I get how you coming. You know what I'm saying? I already listen to your music.
Okay.
So I can either do it like play the guitar myself, or I can go pay somebody to play the guitar.
I like that guy though. We about to be some in studio record. Okay. What studio I need to pull up to?
I know all of them. We can go with anyone.
All right.
Okay. Successful phone conversation.
Say, be direct. Say what you want.
Right.
That's it. Like that's it.
Receive.
Yeah, for real.
That sounds good. That'd be a great vibe. So what would be something you would record on if she's talking about life? Let's just talk about that's related to no more drama. I overcame all this and that. You know what I'm saying? What would be something like a scene that you would put it in for like a strong song like this?
So for like a strong song,
R&B.
Yeah. For me, I really gonna have to listen to it just to kind of really get the true vibes.
Okay.
But, cause like some stuff, like I just did an R&B joint and we did everything in the basement. Mm-hmm. But the way we did the lighting, smoked it out, gave it that cinematic look, told a story, cut the lights down to where it just focused on you, where you get very intimate. That's probably the way I would probably come about it. Okay. Then if you're talking about something like life, maybe it's like you're setting yourself free, then you want to look for something kind of more open to kind of show that hey, I'm setting myself free in life, whatever like that. Mm-hmm. So it all really depends on what the words are, how I'm going to coordinate everything with the lyrics and stuff like that.
Okay. That makes sense. I like.
So all this is your vision when you get a phone call like this.
It all depends on with the location, because a lot of clients I tell them send me pictures of like a location, like if they get in a running gun and they're like, I already got a spot that I want to use. Mm-hmm. If it's like their house or something, I'm like, send me some pictures, kind of see. And that way I know like, hey, I need to put a light here at this window, or we're gonna probably use this space. We'll probably use some people to, pose right here in this area, and I have you sit, and to kind of give me a little bit of an idea beforehand on a running gun without doing the full treatment. At least I'm not going in there completely blind. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I don't get that, so I just think on the spot. But I've thought on the spot so many times, it's I walked inside empty apartments with no furniture, and I had to make a movie out of it. So I'm like, now it's like I can go into any situation and just make it work. Really, it's awesome. So.
Do you prefer like for an artist to come with a vision, like or a vision for their video? Does that help? Like just to say, hey, this is something I thought out.
No, because artists always want to do extra, and then when they start getting to moving, they get tired, and then they can't ever follow through.
Like what you mean moving? Like,
so like I have a lot of people that like they want to do like 3 locations. They want to hang out the roof of the car, stand on top of the ceiling, do all this crazy stuff. And you 4 scenes in, they out of breath. They don't speak too many blunts. They can't move no more. They ready to wrap it up. So it's like your whole vision, like your whole treatment that you rolled out now just went down the drain because your homeboys, they don't went inside the house to cool off. You know what I mean? Like, but now I'm out here, it's just me and you sweating.
Probably you got all the money.
And we just had a shoot. The dude, he had so much energy at first, and by the end of the shoot, he's like, man, my shirt done stretched all the way down. Like his shirt was stretched, drenched in sweat. I'm like, bro, like you gotta pace yourself. Like you gotta know, like some stuff ain't even 1 day shoot. You have to do it. I've done plenty of 2 or 3 day shoots. So. You know, you trying to do all this exquisite, crazy stuff, like, you might not be able to do it all at once. You probably want to split it up because you won't get tired of singing the same song over and over again, especially summertime. It's 90 degrees.
Yeah. So the ones that do that are, like, before you do the shoot, you have a lot of people that want to do a lot of drinking and smoking.
Yeah, there's some people that love to drink and smoke, vibe out. It all depends on, like, how they vibes are. It's crazy. Like I had one of this Spook. He popping right now. He called me and told me, "Come down here right now. I'm ready to shoot a video." I get there, they still recording the song. They in there drunk, smoking, like they just turning up. Nobody know the lyrics, but I had to make it work. I done drove 40 minutes. You shooting this video?
Oh yeah.
So can I ask?
We shooting something.
Can I ask? Is that something that's like very common with rappers?
Yeah. Everybody want to be the huncho, be the top dog. So everybody want to feel like they, superstars. So right off the bat, like everybody just vibing out. Is always bottle pop. They always going all crazy, going all out.
So what's the hardest part of your job, far as getting the people together, shooting the video, or editing the video?
Really, my hardest part is gonna be crowd control. So, like I said, a lot of people book me for run and gun shoots, so that's just me. I'm not bringing a team with me. You're not paying for the team. So I'll pop out and you'll have damn near a block party going on. And I'm trying to control everybody, shoot the video, get everybody in order and stuff. That's really the hardest part is crowd controlling and maintaining order on the set while also trying to be the light man, cameraman, director. So it's a lot for like the running gun shoots actually be really stressful sometimes.
You think they would be ready to get it started and in motion and all that?
Nah. I had moms kick people out to shoot. Honey, you ain't turning up enough. Get out. It's like that. I'm telling you, they'll kick you out in a minute in the shoot. They ain't turning up enough. Get out. You shouldn't pull it up. So
can I ask, like, as a videographer, and I'm pretty sure you have to direct a lot of times, and in a lot of rap music videos, I be seeing the rapper have their homeboy, and they like probably on the porch or in the middle of the street. Why don't none of their homeboys ever know none of the lyrics to their songs?
Sometimes they ain't never heard. Sometimes they ain't never heard. Like, it's actually crazy because some people actually do care. I pulled up so many homeboys be like, "Hey, play the song a few times so we kind of know what to do on certain parts of the song." But there's been plenty of times, they ain't never heard the song, or they probably not as close of a homeboy that they probably thought they was. They don't listen to their music.
Ain't no true supporter.
So they get out there and and that really throws a lot of the vibe off. That's why you see a lot of people just standing around. Right. They just stand around because they don't know the song, they don't know what to do, and so they just there basically. So
I wish I could be a director. I'd be like, listen, here are the lyrics, learn them, take a turn up and set. Like that's
you'll probably say, now why don't you know the lyrics and that's your homeboy?
Right, that would be me.
I've had it like my repeat clients. I'll tell them like, hey, the homeboy, them two, and this one, keep bringing them because they always turn up. They don't know the lyrics. They don't know what to do.
Right.
the other 5 or 6 over here, they can just stay in the house. Cause I was like, it's just dead weight at this point. So I will tell them that. I'll tell them.
That'd be something they need to think about.
Yeah,
Cause I be looking at I be like, bro, like why? Like I'll look at a lot of videos and I be like, why don't they know the song?
Yeah.
But that's a common thing.
It is common.
You have to have a checklist for my video shoot. Definitely got to have a checklist. If they ain't doing what's on the checklist, they gotta go. And you better know all my lyrics too.
Hello. Especially if you're supposed to be, if you're here to sing them. Yeah,
most definitely with that. Rick Flair. So what's some of the top artists you done worked with so far?
I work with Scully, Nip, Blazak, Belly Sosa.
Okay, Belly Sosa.
Actually, my boy, he did goddamn Bankroll Fresh. Who else?
Oh yeah.
Oh, like my nephew.
Mom was in the trash right before you died.
Oh, he said Bankroll Fresh. You said.
That
dick turned around so strong.
I was mad about it too because he went to the video shoot and I was stuck at work.
Dang.
So he got to meet Bankroll and everything. Went to the video shoot for the song I produced. I was mad. I was like, man, he was sending me videos, turning up with Bankroll. I said, ain't no way. And then he passed away. I was really hurt. I was like, man, I never got a chance to meet the dude or anything.
Now, where was y'all at?
Dang, look.
I don't know where that shoot was at. I know you in the Target.
We was at the old strip club Element.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, that sound dope. It sound dope. So tell me, so when you say you be working with Scully, you think y'all got, obviously y'all did a few tracks with each other, right?
Yeah.
So that's like you were saying like y'all got a good vibe with chemistry.
Oh yeah, he like Gucci, I'm like Zay. That's how it's like I sent him whatever, man. That he'll hit me up like, bro, all on fire because I'm not getting on now. And it just technically every project that I've been on with him, it's almost like I did the whole project. Technically, almost every song be written for them.
Okay. Hey man, y'all sound like y'all some busy folks. Y'all got a lot of things going on.
I like that.
Got a lot of things going on. So tell me, what's y'all tactics on with your social media, like brand awareness? What's your tactics with that in social media?
I always got motion, keep showing motion.
Okay. Same thing.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. Stay active.
I'm just I guess really keeping up engagement. Definitely I think that's the key. Being engaging and making sure your content looks fresh. Giving people something new, and just really make your posts and your whole feed look neat, I guess.
Okay. I'm just taking notes.
Hashtag honestly.
I'm taking notes all the time. Damn, I was about to ask you something else.
I got you. So just sitting back, what y'all think about the overall scene of music wise in South Carolina, specifically the upstate?
I love it. The Anderson scene, them boys out there on fire. For real. Every time I go with him to a music video and I hear the song, I see them perform, I can tell, bro, they got it. Yeah. He got it. You just can tell when somebody, I can see him being signed. Spook, that boy like that.
Spook out there.
K-Jo 5.
All of everybody coming out of the industry right now is it's crazy. They're just not getting the exposure that they need. That's their biggest hurdle is the exposure. They got everything else down pat, and everything organic, ain't uncapped. Anybody from Anderson you see in my music videos, anybody in general, it's all organic. That's really where they at. That's their money. That's they people. Everything is real. Ain't no cap in the record at all.
Let's make sure the guns is not loaded. I've seen all the guns. Let's make sure they're not loaded.
Oh yeah. No, I had some OGs stop a shoot because the young ones in the back was putting their finger on the trigger and they stopped the whole shoot. And I respected them for that too because I couldn't pay attention. It was too many people. And he was like, hey, stop. He was like, come here. And he made sure everything was clear and told him to take the finger off the trigger. And if he didn't, he was gonna make him get out himself. So they don't play it. It be looking intimidating, but they really don't play like that. They really do be caring about your safety. A lot of people I want to be with they make sure everything's straight. So.
They need to.
Yeah.
They be having no guns all up in the camera.
It was hard at first.
All right, we're gonna get a little tricky. What's up with the DMs? Or how the DMs looking?
They can be crazy at times. They can be very crazy. I did this podcast called the Fresh and Fit podcast in Miami, and they were just like, yeah, send some like dick pics to them, and somebody really did, and I was like, whoa. So it can get crazy, but like for me, I just say I gotta stay focused. If you're not coming on some like support type stuff, it ain't gonna work. Like if you can't handle the schedule, if you can't handle certain attention, it's not going to work. So.
You don't know my songs,
right? If you don't know the lyrics to my songs, it's not going to work. So
they be doing so crazy work. People be out here just trying to chase and clout and everything. I don't care how they do it.
It's crazy, but like I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, real Flare. So you in the DMs, right? And you trying to work with an artist, female artist. Now, how do you make it where you come off to them and you don't feel, so they won't feel like you're being disrespectful? I mean, it's always a way to approach somebody because every time they read a DM, it be something crazy.
It's simple, just like what's up, my name says such, like at work, like I'm digging I'm digging your shit, like it gets working. That's all.
Okay.
Going straight to the point.
That's how you really gotta do it. Mm-hmm. You really gotta do it like that. Killer. What's poppin'?
Nothing.
You tell me how your day was today.
It was good.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Mine was long. You want to take a shot?
We took a shot.
Oh, okay. I was about to get one. You stupid. Y'all crazy. Okay, so look, I want to ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel about what we was talking about earlier? They were saying people are gonna be loosening up laws when it comes to men taking advantage of women and things of that nature. How do you feel like certain things should play out when someone is taken advantage of and they end up pregnant? Should it be solely the female's decision to do what she want to do?
Yeah, I would say in that situation most definitely, because my thing is, I feel like this, like if we're procreating, especially I didn't ask for your sexual advance, but I definitely didn't ask to be pregnant by you. First of all, people gotta realize, like for kids to raise a kid, the parent, like both parents need to be present, the mama and the daddy. And I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be co-parenting with somebody that like took advantage of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's like you have to think of that. We're dealing with mental health a lot more nowadays. So think about the trauma of raising a child, and when you look at them, you might see that person's face. Like you're reliving that trauma all the time.
Oh my gosh, you're going deep with that.
Yeah, like I mean, if we gonna go there, we gonna go there. So I think that's very important, because you're gonna have a mother that resents a child because of the circumstances in which it was produced.
Yeah, so, I was just thinking that what if that mother starts abusing or hurting or verbally abusing that child just because they know where they came from.
Exactly. So I don't think that's
about it
fair.
Like that.
I don't think that's fair for nobody. Like I don't think that's fair for the child. And honestly, I dang sure don't think it's fair for no man to take advantage of me and then say you gonna have my child. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think that's right.
Okay, yeah, that's you can go all kind of angles with it. You can go all kind of angles.
You definitely can, because that's just that's a crazy situation.
Yeah.
And a child be growing up wondering, why my mama hate me so bad? Why she talk to me like that? Not knowing your father was a racist.
Right. And then we just think about that kid like that. How that kid is raised and how that resentment affects that kid. And then that kid goes on and has a child. And then they're treating that child the same way. So now you're perpetuating a cycle that shouldn't have even been started in the first place at all. So I think like it's way deeper than just a child coming in the world. Like you got to think that child is going to affect the world with everything it does, and if it has children, they're gonna have children that affects the world. So
you're right. Anybody here have children? Okay. See, that was like that. So you can relate to that, like actually taking your teachers from when you was raised and relaying that to your situation with your kids.
You have another
son. Young kings gotta have them. So
you definitely have to raise these kids different, because this social media just takes over their brain.
Yeah,
it's totally different.
Yeah,
I say all the time it's different the way I was raised. Like I had both my parents growing up, but it's just we didn't have social media either. But it's just like my mom taught me yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. These kids now just to their parents, and it's just totally different. Like I couldn't go outside unless the dishes was washed. These kids now can be on social media all day, dirty room, dishes piled up, and they get to go to the mall, have kickbacks, drive the mama car if they want to. Like it's just no type of discipline or anything now. I'll say with some parents are still raising their kids like how they were raised, and then some just. I mean, I see little kids that's like 1 and 2. Long as they got the iPhone and out the mom's way, that's fine with her. And it's just like, how? That's all they know is to look at this all day?
Probably just kids raising kids.
Right, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Exactly what it is.
You gotta, like, you have a whole nother generation of people, like, raising kids. Like, my parents were 32 and 33 when they had me. So, like, they raised me pretty much old school. But now you got kids whose grandmas are 32 and 33. So it's just like, you know, it's a different set of parents. Like you got different kids because you got a different set of parents. And you know, I think kids today, they got social media, but they're also very depressed. You got kids, you know, committing suicide and all that kind of stuff because they don't have any type of social engagement, and all they do is they're on social media comparing themselves to somebody else all the time. So.
And it's a lot of bad bullying this generation too. Bullying is bad as well. But I be telling people all the time, or teenagers, kids, whatever, I be saying all the time, like, y'all don't know great grandma, big mama. Like, I know that. Y'all know Nana and all that. Like, grandma didn't play that.
Mimi,
grandma didn't play that, honey. Because every Sunday, grandma cooked dinner. Like, the neighborhood knew, like, that's who cooked on Sunday. Go get a plate over there. Like, it's nothing like that.
Grandma saying you can't go outside until all your food gone. Like, stuff like that. You don't have stuff like that.
Y'all don't know nothing about going outside picking your own switch to that ass toe off. Y'all know nothing about none of that.
Better just go hide. Don't come back.
Y'all just know I'm going to take your iPhone.
Right.
That's all y'all know.
But the crazy thing is, I think a lot of parents are giving like kids devices that they don't even know how to use themselves, and they're using these devices to babysit their kids. Like you were saying, you'll have parents. Okay, here's the tablet. Like, go ahead. I don't want to hear you, but it's like no. Like you gotta be an active parent.
Kids gonna be young, all cross-eyed and everything, because that's all they see is that tablet. When I look at my phone at my computer for 30 minutes, that bothers my eyes. So imagine you got a 2-year-old just sitting on a tablet for 2-3 hours straight because mama don't want her in the way. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But that's what they do. I was thinking about what you were saying. You can't go outside till you eat. My mom used to put our drink in front of us. She'll fill it up. Yeah. Don't touch it until you finish. Yeah. I got my ass whooped so many times.
They don't know nothing about being home before the street lights come on. Like they don't know any of that. They don't know nothing about punishment. Like they don't know any of that because it's
whoopings.
Yeah. They don't do that.
Back in the day, grandma used to make cakes for the church.
Yeah.
Now grandma going to the club.
Right, but that's it. Like
grandma out there twerking on twerking later. Get ready for the twerking later. Yeah. Grandma out there twerking.
Doing TikTok.
Right.
Yeah. What the world?
So it's different, man. It's different.
It definitely is, honey. It definitely is.
Tell me, Rick Flare, I want to know what's the and everybody can answer this question. I'm putting you on the spot first. What's 2 producers, like you said, you was like Scully, like Gucci, you like Zay. Outside of Zay Tobin, what's 2 producers that you can say influence your style or someone you go to get type motivation?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good question.
I do like Mike Will made it. Like real cool. Like he was very versatile. Like he don't be in the pocket. Like he don't care. Like he'll go out and do something totally different. But I like listening to him when I want some vibes. Man, who else I could listen to? Metro.
Yeah, Metro and Savage be making some. Yeah, they making some classics. Like that. Rick, give me 2 directors that you think you get influence from.
Probably gonna be Jacob Owens Productions, JLP, and definitely A.J.A.
See, I don't even know them. See, when I be thinking of directors, I know Mr. X. Hype Williams.
A.J.A did all of Chief Keef's and Lil Durk's first videos when they were first coming out.
Okay.
Actually just had a video drop on his channel. He got like 1.7 million subscribers right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the only videographer with over 1 million subscribers. But he's been in the game a long time.
That's what's up. That's what's up right there. My lady, can you give me some R&B or 2 singers or artists that may inspire you?
Fantasia for sure.
Fantasia?
Yes,
Okay.
Fantasia for sure. Because you know she got that church sound, and me coming from the church, like that really inspires me. And I would say I have to give it to the Queen Bee, Beyonce. Like I really do like. I love her. I admire her work ethic. I admire the fact that she gonna put on a performance anywhere she goes. So I'll say I admire the two for like totally different reasons. Like I feel like Beyonce gonna come with a very calculated show, but Fantasia about to take her shoes off, take you to church. You might pray, you might get saved. It's really raw and authentic. So I like. To me, I want to be like a conglomerate of the two of those.
Hey, Lil Bellish.
So let me, since you said that about B, how do you feel about the comic trick that he made about her?
Girl, I was just about to say that. I was about to say, I know that's over. You walk right into it. Get that.
So I will say this. I feel like everyone is entitled to their opinion. I will say that. But I will say that, you know, one thing people got to realize is like everybody, good sounds is dependent upon who's listening. So for him, he may not like her particular sound. And I love Beyonce. I love her all the way down. But you know, you got your Jasmine Sullivans who can give you, like, she can do a scale like nobody else. You got your Brandys who they consider like the vocal Bible. So I think, I'm not going to say, you can't say that the lady can't sing, but are there probably singers that he may feel are better than her? Yes. And I say rightfully so? Yeah, there are ladies that can, like, they give you something totally different on the track. So, and I think also, like, with some of her other music, Beyonce has evolved with music. So, like, she's not giving you Dangerously in Love anymore. Like, some of her songs now, she might be more on the wave of, like, rapping. But she doing that because she in her bag. She ain't worried. You know what I'm saying? Like, she already done gave y'all ballads. So, I think, I mean, if you're looking at it from that perspective, I understand, like, what he's saying. I'm not going to say she can't sing. That's a complete stretch. You cannot say that lady cannot sing. And you can't say that she hasn't contributed to R&B because she definitely has. But I think maybe if more context would have been given, his point would have been received better.
I feel like you say that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody looks at Beyonce as like the god of R&B and Jay-Z is the god of rap. But I just feel like just because she's out there and she's on this high level, I don't feel like they should come at him the way they did, because if that's how he feel, that's how he feel. I feel though as Jeezy is one of my favorite rappers, but the next person may feel they don't feel like that. Right. But I mean, that's how I feel, and you feel he's not. So I mean, that's your opinion, this mine. But I just think they did it because it was Beyonce. I think if he said that Jasmine Sullivan couldn't sing, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's just because it's Beyonce.
And I mean, fandom is crazy. Like her fandom is like a cult following. I ain't even about to lie to you. Like that's her. Like they right. The Beehive is like they ride.
Like they straight trashed his reviews for the restaurant.
What you mean?
What's your Beehive number? I know you got a membership.
I know. I love Beyonce. I definitely study her, but I don't have the Beehive number. Yeah. Don't hate me for that.
Let me give you one. 8641.
8641.
Yeah,
okay, I am Beehive member 8641.
Okay. we gonna because I know now. I would not. Although you gave a great response, I wouldn't disrespect Beyonce around you. You might read.
No, I'm gonna tell you, don't disrespect her now, because I'm gonna say, listen, like
you gonna read somebody.
Yeah, like you can't look at this lady. First of all, she has a huge catalog, and think about the fact that she's relevant in music. 20 years later of a career? You can't. Everybody they can't say that, but like I said, she's evolved with music. I think if she would have just stayed, doing one thing and she didn't evolve, she wouldn't have like the timeless music she had, and she wouldn't have the same career.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna agree with you. Rick Flare, I'm gonna ask you a question. Shout out to Scully. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel like your production from the time that you met him because I'm like I said, I'm going off your vibe. Just one of the good artists that you work with. From the time that you met him with your production, how have y'all both grown equally as a duo? Like, how has your production grown, and how you feel he has grown as an artist?
I say the hunger is there, like
Mm-hmm.
it's all the way there. Like when you listen to stuff,
Come take flight
To where?
it's a
to Hennyland.
like, you can tell there's a lot on his mind. But it's like when he talk like that dude, like he nice with them words.
Yeah.
So it just like it's almost like it's like he done did a lot. It's like what else more do you gotta prove? You know what I'm saying? Like he done put the work in, put all these projects out, all these songs, like ain't nothing else you gotta prove.
Yeah, just keep making good music.
Keep making good music.
So tell me, like, when let's say you in the studio, you making beats and stuff, and you like, hey, I know I'm gonna send this to him. Like, what's one characteristic that you want to get out of him all the time? Like you saying right now, Pain makes great music. You know what I'm saying? So do you like what would be the main thing that you want to get out of him? Like when you making a beat, like, hey, I'm making this beat specifically for this. I want him to try to speak on something like this. Do you think it work like that?
Yeah, I can go to a song like Dark Room.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember like yesterday, I was in my feelings too when I made that beat. I was just like, I just want to make something kind of emotional, but dark at the same time. So when I made that, first I thought it was Scott. I was like, Scott gotta get on this.
Mm-hmm.
When I said it to him, it was like I said, it just goes together.
Mm-hmm.
When his brother died and he just go on. I was like, that's the hardest record that he ever made. Real.
All right, man, call that man, tell him I need him on the HTG podcast. I want to hear that story. You come back with him when he comes too. You know what I'm saying? We can make that thing like that. That's a dope vibe. That's a dope vibe. Do you with the music that you're making, okay. So do you have a man? Are you married?
I'm not married.
Okay, so not married. Okay, just that she ain't married.
I'm not married.
I know, but this my question.
Don't mean go to the DM.
Do not see me.
Do you write music off, like, let's say you're in a current relationship and it's not that great? Do that inspire you to make music, or you're just creating music just to create?
I'll say some of my best work is definitely like something that I'm actually going through.
Okay.
And it's so funny. I was talking to somebody. I was like, I'm tired of writing love songs because I'm not in a relationship. So right now I really can't speak to it because it's not really raw and authentic. It's more so just like, oh, this sound good. Let me put that together. But I think the best work is made when you're going through something and you're talking about something you're going through. So now, like for me now, the project that I'm working on, what I want it to be about is more so my life. Mm-hmm. Like, my little sister, she overcame and beat cancer. So I want to talk about like how her faith, helped with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's when the best work comes. Like he said, like when he was making the production for the song, he had an artist right in mind. Mm-hmm. Like, dang, like this artist gonna sound good on it because he can bring what I need to the production. Mm-hmm. So I think when you really have like organic work, y'all got a relationship, like them having a relationship, that's important. Because the music just sounds better. And now it doesn't just sound better, like the person can feel it. Like that's what I want. I want to make my audience feel what I'm going through. Because I feel like y'all you rock with it more if you can feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not writing love songs no more. So, because I'm not in love.
Okay. Well, where do you get your inspiration for doing the love songs when you do them?
Okay, so when I do them, like my song Never Will Lie, that came from like my obsession with God's idea of marriage. So for me, I'm all about like, okay, black love, like we sticking together, ain't no like I'm taking your man and all that kind of, like that's not me. Yeah. So my inspiration comes from what I want, like in love. If I'm not, with me not being in love right now, I'm more so writing like what I would want from a relationship.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. You're more speaking on what you want because if you were really going through it, it's more of a story you can tell.
Right.
Like people be capping, rapping, they got all this money, did all this time and really didn't.
Right.
Okay, so you're talking about how you want it to be.
Right.
Okay, I like you, girl.
Yeah, so forecast.
Ain't no capping on the music.
No.
Okay.
So tell me this, bro. So what's the most you would go, like, we shooting a video. Mm-hmm. And this is just more of a question, just we've figuring out personality things. Like, what's the furthest you will allow an artist to take it with female props in their video? Like, I ain't saying having sex on camera, but like let's say you got somebody dancing, and then the dude, like, let's say he want to do a scene. Depend, like, now if this acting, that's one thing. But if it's like, hey, y'all doing a scene, he just take the block of money, just smack it in the face. Well, you be like, hey, bro, we ain't doing that. You feel me? But they props though. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So like, what's the? I know that sound crazy. I know that sound crazy. But like,
I'm cutting the shoe. I'm cutting the shoe.
You better cut the shoe, goddamn.
What's the furthest you like? What's the furthest you allow your female props to go, man? Like, I mean, cause videos is videos.
Yeah, it's gonna sound bad. Ain't no limit.
Yeah, it ain't no limit.
Is it more so with the female to tolerate?
Huncho will tell you. Man, listen. The first thing I asked, cause I clear the air with everybody. I have everybody kind of together. I'm like, what are you not comfortable doing?
Yeah.
And like, we done had some females that was like, I do anything. I'm telling you. So whatever you want. Like,
anything goes. Videos.
Someone just be glad to be at the video shoot. Like, that's what they do, cause there'll be a lot of people aspiring to be, video vixens and models and stuff. So like. They gonna come in there, makeup, outfits, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. No matter. Like, but I ain't never had nobody like really hit nobody or nothing like that. But I had one video where the girl got like, it was imitating like them making love, so like he threw her on the counter, they knocking stuff up off the table, like going wild and stuff, pulling the hair from behind, like it looked like the real deal, but like she was just all for it.
They was in acting mode.
They was in acting mode. So, for them, it's like whatever to make the video, really.
Do y'all ever have people that be like,
that's your video you were shooting?
No, but I would tell you what I thought about it. I used to think in the movies they was really having sex in the movies, and then when I watch, they put like the new whatever they take down and stuff like that. And I'm like. Man, I was having sex in the movies when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it be the cameraman, like, depending on the perspective they're trying to get. Sometimes it only be a woman. There'll be a cameraman, like, acting as the woman, the way they have it set up. Like, it's crazy, like, the tricks that we have to do.
Because I'm going to tell you, Power, they look like they was doing it for real.
Oh, yeah.
On Power.
Before Power. Baby boy. I was like, boy, you like, I had watched the movie. My mom was like, my grandma was like, you just want to rewind it back to that part, don't you? Young and stuff. But I like really, but I was like, but
they be making it look so real. Because I swear, Ghost was sleeping with Angela for real.
That's great acting.
Yeah, you right about that.
That's great acting. Oh.
What you was about to ask him?
Oh, no, I was gonna ask him like, have you ever experienced like a girl like they're like, okay, anything goes, but then like when they see it on playback, they like, I don't want to do this. How is that?
Man, look,
you probably get that all the time.
I heard about this one. Man, we shot probably one of my best videos. So it's like in my top 5. The dude got the girls. They came over there. They're in like lingerie. Well, the girl got a whole scene of her like crawling on the bed, and she even looked back and said to herself, she was like, "Oh my God, my cooter hanging out." And I was like, I don't know what country fucking girls got in this video, but I'm like, whatever. I'm shooting it. I sent on the video. The girl, she 20 something, but somehow her mom found out. Called the dude. Went off on him, went off on the girl. The girl called him crying, talking about, I can't have that part. So we had to take the whole intro out the video. Like, it just threw everything off. And she knew it. Like, she was sitting there saying, oh, my God, I'm like, well, fix it. But she ain't want to fix it. So, I put it in there, but... So we had to take the whole beginning out. It threw everything off. Like, the whole intro to that video was just... It got all jacked up. I still made it work, but it didn't have the same flow. Cause we did a one-take shot. So it was like her grabbing the phone, walking to the bathroom, coming back out, getting in the bed. So I had to take all of that out and just skip straight to the guy getting out of the bed. So it messed it up bad. So.
Well, before we get out of here, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Each one of y'all. What are your top 2 productions, your top 2 songs, your top 2 videos that you have made?
I just pretty much said it. Dark Room. Nessie House of Rose Clico.
That was you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, you ain't never say what it was. I ain't want to ask no questions because then it would have made it seem like I ain't believe you. Okay, yeah. I play that tonight. Okay, I'm sorry.
I love it. It's like, why you gotta do that? Okay, my top 2 songs by myself, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I would say my song. Y'all haven't heard it yet, but it's called "Infatuated." I definitely really sang on that song, and my song "Switch Up." Yeah.
That sounds like some city girl.
God, it's hard to answer this video. I'll probably say Spook, Pause. Probably definitely was in one of my top videos. And then, God, I don't even know. I mean, I got one video that's really a classic, but it's not really my best. But it'd probably be I'm gonna throw it out there. It's not my best video, but it's definitely a classic. Like, it's the one that really set the tone for me, and that's the Midnight of Yami's Painkillers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill, what's poppin'? Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate the rapper Herbal.
No
I was
problem.
over here stony.
You got something bad. I mean, we about to go?
No, we ain't about to go no. I'm about to see if you had, they I ain't know if you had something for them. I wanted to
I mean,
see.
you usually ask before.
Yeah, that's why I was just trying to, dialogue with you. But do you have anything for the
I
mystery?
got a little game.
Okay, I see. I see.
It consists of shots.
Set them up.
I mean, nobody was drinking the whole time. So I don't know. Are y'all willing to take shots or no?
Let's say yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so I got a little 5-second rule game. So I'm going to name about 5 categories. And you have 5 seconds to answer.
You doing one at a time, or they doing it all together?
I'm going to name the category and everybody gives the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just y'all 3. It's none of us.
Okay.
Okay, the first category is name 3 things you thought when you woke up this morning. And you have 5 seconds to answer.
All right. How do we do it? Like, who go first?
We can start at the end.
Okay.
Shit, food.
3 things. 5
Three
seconds.
things.
3 things you thought when you woke up this morning.
First, getting out the bed. Eating it.
Well, that was 5.
He gotta take a shot. You want that shot or that shot?
He good.
Oh.
He good, man. It's up to you. You want a shot?
You got the
Ain't
thing.
never
Something
been
went
big.
on.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to say,
Yeah,
I was counting.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something go off. That's why it's.
Okay, so now we're going to go with you. 3 things you thought when you woke up this morning.
All right, dang, I gotta clock in. I gotta get my toilet fixed. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. Okay,
She ain't taking no
pass that one. Okay, and now you.
Who's about to get on my nerves? What edits I gotta do? And what am I gonna eat?
Okay, so we'll pass you. That was right on the button. So the second category is name 3 of your favorite artists.
Okay.
Scully, Nip, Bankroll.
We're going to pass you on that one too. That was 5. That's 5
She trying
seconds.
to
Okay, so
Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan, and Brandy.
Gucci, Nav. Oh God.
Shot.
You on the Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you drinking right.
Y'all
Y'all know 5 seconds is really quick.
It really is.
You really gotta be on it.
okay, so the third category is name 3 inspirations.
Like people.
Anything, any inspiration.
Okay.
My son, my brother that passed away, and my mother.
Okay. Next.
God, my sister, and my mama.
Okay.
My mom.
You just want to drink.
He about to be
Yeah, he got a drink.
Oh.
He did not pass that. He did not pass that.
You can just stand right over there.
Yeah. The Scoop being SB being what's the used to come out on Palo? Sandman. He's talking about doody doo.
Okay, so the next one is Name 3 things you can't go a day without.
Money, seeing my son at money.
Shot.
Oh man. I gotta take a shot for real.
Yeah.
Take a sip of your cup.
Yeah, you take a sip of the cup. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got Uber on standby. Got an Uber on standby.
Okay, some things.
All right, food, music, and YouTube.
Ah.
Look, y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping. Nah.
My camera, my
That's
phone,
it, food.
and my laptop.
Let you pass
gonna
her.
let you go with that.
Hold on, kill her. Ask her first. You got another one.
One more.
Oh, bro, if you trying to cover my strategy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah. She go
Okay,
first.
so the last one is, if you had to be stranded on a deserted island, name 3 things you would take.
Food, my phone, and my mama.
Okay.
Come on, he just said 3
But
times.
she went. It don't matter if it was right or wrong. She wanted to beat them 5 seconds. She wanted to beat them 5
I am highly
seconds.
competitive and I won your challenge. Thank you.
Who's next?
I don't even know.
Shot.
I was trying to save you on that one. I was trying to save you. Let you go second.
Okay.
Same thing. My camera, my laptop, my phone.
Ain't nobody taking no blow up dolls.
Try to avoid taking a shot.
Oh wow. Okay. So y'all done?
That's it.
Is everybody done?
Yep.
Okay, I have a question for you. Well, I want to ask you something. Okay, so I read where you say that it was times that you wanted to give up, but you kept pushing. What was the reason that you wanted to give up, and what was the reason that you kept going?
Life was really hard, honestly. Like I have a very interesting story. Like I done been like homeless before. Like the place I was living at burned down. So when I wanted to give up, it was more so not just on music, just on life in general. But I would say what really kept me going is the music. Like waking up having a studio session set. Waking up having a writing session set. Like stuff like that kept me going. And I say also in those times, like my little sister, she showed me true faith because she overcame cancer. Like, so I was just like, literally, I think it was back in October in like 2019, they said she had a 15% chances of living. And so for me, I was like, if she was literally faced with life or death, and like just seeing how she said, even if I die, I'm gonna get to live with Jesus. Like seeing her faith at such a young age made me realize I'm not in that situation where it's life or death. It's really my choice to keep living. So that really kept me going, just faith in God and just knowing that I'm gonna do this thing and I'm gonna win it.
That's all right. And you are.
Did y'all record when she rang the bell?
We did. That's on my Instagram. And she actually got to perform with me. I performed at the Jet-Lag TV Awards in 2020.
Oh yeah, you did win. Yeah, you won something at the Jet-Lag.
Yeah. So she got to perform with me. So I pretty much did a whole set and like dedicated it to her because that's when she overcame cancer. So she got to perform with me and she had like this whole moment. People were like, can I take a picture with you? So yeah, that's like really what keeps me going.
And she's young. You say younger sister?
Like she was six when she was diagnosed.
Wow, that's crazy.
But she's like 10 now. She's like full of energy. She swears she has like 3 boyfriends, and I'm like, what? So yeah.
Teach her to be a player.
No, I'm not. I'm like, girl, teach me your ways. You got 3 boyfriends. Whoa.
Y'all crazy. Big shout out to your little sister though, man. Shout out to your family. Shout out to everybody that supported her, man, because those times can definitely get trying. You feel me? That's what's up, though. I like that. Okay, let me say. Anybody else have anything on their mind?
Oh no, that's all. That's what I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay. Well, here on the HTG podcast and anything goes, man, we like to give our flowers, man. I like to thank everybody for coming. I got one more crazy question for y'all, but I got some HTG for you. You feel me? My brother. Anything goes, you feel me? Appreciate you coming. Appreciate you. You told me to have pink.
Yeah,
I know, right? I owe you one. I said, damn, red gonna be pro.
This is close enough for me.
Nah, but I like the red because, you know, Dusty Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I like them. They really cool. They're my sisters, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you want pink, I'll get you a pink one too. I got you. Okay. My boy, I got you one. Hey, quick. Hey, who we got in the back right here to say Lance? What you shooting with tonight? You doing? We got him doing some photography. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on tonight?
Man, tonight I got the R5, man. I just actually got this camera this year, and it was one of the top cameras that came out with Canon. Mm-hmm. So I'm shooting with the R5, man.
Okay, we appreciate you being here, my brother. I got something for you too.
Hey, look at his
I'm finna say I was just about to say those camera prices ain't no joke. I don't look at a few.
That camera costs more than my life right now.
Good gracious.
My last question on Reflect. What's the next big thing you got going on? What you trying to do next?
Me and Guap about to come out with with extra songs on the tape that we got out now called Social for Flare. Mm-hmm. And me and Spook got some shit on the way. I got some shit with Triple Kasari. We're working on the project. Mm-hmm. Young Sway, we got a project on the way as well.
Are you busy?
Yeah, I'm very busy. I'm trying to get a whole project in with Scully. Mm-hmm. If Scully watching this shit right now, let's get that project done ASAP. Like, for real. Streets need that. But yeah, whole lot of shit.
Motion, whole lot of motion shit. Whole lot of motion like the motion gang. You follow. You know who Talent Man Bass is? Instagram. Yeah, he got the motion gang shit. Him and Maul. I like watching his Instagram. His shit funny as hell. So how do I actually pronounce your name, your stage name?
So my stage name is literally just A.J.A.
So it's just A.J.A. Because when I first met, I was like, hey, Audrey.
Right, and I was like,
that's what I was thinking it too.
So honestly, my name is Asia, and my stage name is just my name with 2 dots in the middle. So you just spell my name.
Okay, yeah, cause I had it all wrong. I mentioned, I thought I was making it good. Yeah, and look, you got your book there. Right. I said, hey, come here, I got a shirt. I ain't even know the girl name. Hey, what you got next for me?
So next week I actually get to open up for the Hamilton, so I'm really excited about that.
Okay. We just did a mini interview with
you. I was like, oh shit. I was like, let me put a little plug here real quick. So yeah, I'm opening for them next Saturday, and I have an EP coming out.
Okay.
It's All Things Love.
All right.
Where is it Saturday? Located where Saturday?
It's in Charlotte at Lux.
Okay. I'll be in Charlotte Sunday. Damn.
Now, where the Hamilton's gonna be?
Where? So it's next Saturday. It's at Lux in Charlotte.
Oh, Lux in Charlotte. Oh, okay.
Y'all come on now.
Yeah, you might have to make a move. We got to send some people somewhere. You feel me? Yeah. What you got? What's the most immediate thing you got next?
I got a lot of stuff in motion. Some artists I can't name, but I got a couple signed artists to some labels that's I'm probably gonna be ending up working with, shooting some videos for. Had one the other day, but he had to go back to the A. Probably gonna be at the shit show with Spook on the 14th coming up. I think that's who hosts that?
Big Bang.
Oh yeah, Big Bang. Talking about the one in Charlotte.
Yeah, probably gonna be up there.
It's on the 14th or what?
This month.
Oh yeah, I need to look up some.
Yeah, I think gonna be the 14th of this month. Me and him talking about shooting 2 videos coming up, so he got a lot of motion going. So I'm gonna go to Charlotte shoot some videos, and then really I'm booked out till next month. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's staying busy. Yeah,
we stay booked too.
We've been having some busy month, but we've been having some great episodes, great podcasts, meeting great people and stuff, and just learning about a lot of people and things of that nature. That's cool, man. So this what I got coming up next. I got the album dropping. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name?
10 tracks. Huh?
What's the name of that?
Black Man Love.
Okay, Black
You feel me? So it's gonna be a mixture of poetry and lyrics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? Now we ain't gonna call it Black Man. I think we're gonna call it Pieces of Me, because Pieces of Me is gonna be like me being who I was before I got to this place. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like every woman that I met have a piece of me. You feel me? And then the woman that I'm currently with, she had the piece that completed me, but everybody else still have a piece. So I still feel obligated to be not with them in a sexual way or relationship type way, I feel obligated. Like if you call, I pick up, or I'm here to listen. So I'm gonna drop that album. I said it's gonna be poetry and lyrics. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got next in 2025. You feel me? We gonna pop it like that. But look, man, I don't want to bore y'all with all that. Man.
I was like so convinced. I was so convinced.
No, but I'm gonna say he really raps and he really do poetry.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, black men love her pieces of me. I was here for it all.
With that reaction, don't worry, I'm gonna have to speed that up. Speed that how I'm impressed.
All right. At least January 2022.
He said 2025.
Right, I was
like, him, man.
I just like messing around, but that is something that I am trying to put this all pieces of me. But you know what I'm saying? Killer KJ, Gorgeous Red, do y'all have anything immediate that y'all want to tell us that's coming up next, besides the next podcast?
No, I mean, I just appreciate everybody coming.
You go get you a bag.
Yeah, get you a bag. Everybody stay booked and busy. Everybody.
No, Killer, all you think about money.
Chasing
money and family, that's it. Okay, that's what I like to hear, man. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run around the room real quick, man. We'll start with all the co-hosts, get their socials out, then we'll come back to our 3 special guests. Y'all get y'all socials out. Anything else y'all would like to say? We didn't introduce y'all to ARM. ARM is when you need anything, mostly a shot, or if you need to go to the restroom. But so this is ARM. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Next time y'all come, when you first walk in the door, just say ARM, you're gonna get a shot regardless. All right. So we're gonna start with Gorgeous Red.
Safer. Right. Danger zone. Oh, so many people done got armed on this show, but it's your girl Gorgeous Red. You can find me on Instagram _GorgeousRed_D. You can find me on Twitter _GorgeousRed_D. You can find me on Snapchat STARR. Don't do Facebook. No face, no case.
No case.
Well, I'm just on Instagram _KAE_JAYY.
It's too wide.
Too wide. I deleted it.
That's a real page.
It's really a page.
Post and delete. Be on where they can find you at.
You just gotta catch me. You catch me, man.
Catch my boy. I see what the royal purple, with the purple hair thing goes.
You know that's his color, boy. Gotta do your stomp.
Going to shred tonight on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna stomp to it.
No.
You be playing. Nah, for real though. But tell them though where they can find you at, bro, with the best detailer in the city.
You can find me at Shines Mobile Detailing. You know what I'm saying? 864-283-2200. Holla at me.
It's all about business. That's what we trying to do. Business. Land. Hey, do you have anything you want to share with people, social media, things of that nature, where they can find you for your work?
Yeah, man, you can find me on Facebook at Lance Lance. Capture the moment, photography, videography. Appreciate the love.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I was gonna fuck with Marlon Payne.
You can find her at the church praying for us all.
Hallelujah. We into.
Got the number 1 fan in the building. Shout out my Dukes back there.
That's support though. You know, that's definitely support.
We ain't never had nobody brand their mama. Oh yes, we have. Well, somebody was on the show, but just sitting back there. But we love that.
I can't say I love all of y'all. Y'all keep on rolling.
All right, thank you.
We love you more. Y'all want to run down line? You want to get their socials out?
Yeah, you can follow me on IG at Flare Huncho. That's RICKFLARE Huncho.
You can find me on Instagram at it's A.J.A. Official. It's A.J.A. Official. And go check out my new music video, Simon Says, on YouTube. Simon Says -A.J.A. Hey.
All right, you can find me on all social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, at Shop by Ricki. And that's with an I.
Shop by Ricki. All right, we with it. You already know, man. It's SB High Star, Instagram, Facebook, SB Visions, Facebook, HTGpodcast.buzzsprout.com. They'll take you to the audio and the visual, but really, the YouTube HTG Podcast. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. Support all our guests. Hey, if you want to be Our next guest on the HTG podcast, just hit me up, SB Hustler on Instagram, and we're gonna make that thing happen for you. You feel me? Go to Sherelle, where we at?
Oh, today we was in the one and only Greenville, South California.
Yeah.
William!
A64, baby, we out.
HTG.